Have you ever wondered who someone really is? Beyond the sweet words, the smiles, the I love us? A woman's true character isn't revealed when she's showering you with affection or when life feels easy. It shows in silence, in the moments no one else sees, when she has nothing to gain. Too many men confuse charm for loyalty or public affection for commitment. They mistake the performance for the person. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You should not trust the applause of the crowd, but the consistency of character. Anyone can act loving when times are good. It costs nothing to smile in photos or post about you online. But loyalty built only in comfort is like a soldier praised for looking sharp in uniform yet never tested on the battlefield. The battlefield of character comes when things are no longer easy." Seneca wrote, "Adversity reveals genius. Prosperity conceals it. The same applies to love." When attraction is strong and life is smooth, almost anyone can appear loyal. But when the spotlight fades, when she no longer needs your attention, your resources, or your protection, her patterns show. Maybe she adored you when the relationship was new, but as soon as the routine set in, her warmth faded. Or perhaps you know a friend whose partner praised him in public, yet in private treated him with indifference. That's the difference between performance and principle. Here's the Stoic truth. Silence is never empty. Silence is where masks fall away. It's where you see whether her affection is rooted in convenience or in real commitment. Silence reveals more than words ever can. When no one is watching, when she thinks there's no consequence, her true patterns emerge. Many men confuse suspicion with wisdom. Suspicion makes you paranoid, reading into every text or glance. But discernment is different. It is calm observation. Epictetus said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. The wise man doesn't interrogate, he observes." Ask yourself, do her actions match her words? Does she respect you only in public or also in private? Anyone can act loyal under supervision, but only integrity makes someone loyal when free. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." In the same way, her habits in silence reveal her true colors. If she guards your name when you're absent, if she holds her boundaries when no one would know, those are signs of real character. Think of a workplace example. An employee who works hard only when the boss is watching isn't trustworthy. But the one who works with the same integrity, whether observed or not, that's the person with character. Relationships are no different. Suspicion drains peace. Observation protects it. The man who calmly reads patterns instead of chasing shadows, sees the truth early and saves himself years of pain. James thought he had found the perfect woman. She was charming, affectionate, always praising him in front of others. In public, she glowed. But in private, cracks appeared, quickly hidden phones, conversations cut short, vague excuses. What looked like loyalty was only a performance. This is the difference between loyalty as an outfit and loyalty as a code. An outfit is worn when people are watching. It's external, temporary, and conditional. But a code is lived when no one is there. It's internal, unshakable, and real. Epictetus said, "Circumstances don't make the man, they reveal him." The same applies to women. When freedom exposes her patterns, you see whether loyalty is a principle or just an act. Think of it like sports. Some players shine only when cameras are on. But champions perform the same in practice when no one is cheering. True loyalty is the same, it doesn't depend on applause. Seneca reminded us, "What is noble is always rare." A woman who lives by a code doesn't need to prove her loyalty. Her patterns prove it for her. But if her loyalty flickers when the stage is empty, you've discovered the truth. It was never principle, only performance. You don't need traps or games to test someone's loyalty. Life itself will give you all the tests you need. A trip away, a season of stress, a time when she doesn't need your support. These are the silent exams of character. Epictetus said, "Circumstances don't make the man, they reveal him." The same is true for women. Comfort makes loyalty look easy, but freedom and pressure reveal what's real. Your role as a man is not to police, not to cling, not to demand constant reassurance. Your role is to observe with clarity, then act with courage. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. That's discipline holding to principle instead of chasing illusions. Think of a business leader. A wise leader doesn't micromanage every move. He watches patterns, and when the truth is clear, he acts. In relationships, the same rule applies. Don't negotiate with red flags. Don't ignore patterns because of chemistry. Observe, discern, and then make your choice. Seneca once wrote, "He who is brave is free. A man who sees reality and accepts it early protects his peace. The one who closes his eyes will pay for it later." Freedom is the ultimate test of loyalty. When no one is watching, when she has nothing to lose, her true nature appears. A woman who lives by principle remains consistent in freedom. A woman who only wears loyalty as an outfit lets it fade once the spotlight is gone. Epictetus said, "If you want to know a man, look at what he does when he is free to act. The same is true in love." Consider James again. She praised him in public, held his arm proudly, told everyone how rare he was. But when she traveled or was away with friends, her loyalty flickered hidden messages, sudden distance, quiet cracks in the foundation. Her loyalty wasn't a code. It was a costume. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." In relationships, don't argue about appearances. Observe the patterns. A loyal woman doesn't need supervision. Her choices speak for her, even in silence. Think of an athlete who trains the same with or without an audience. That consistency is what makes a champion. In the same way, loyalty, proven in freedom, is the only loyalty you can trust. Seneca said, "What is true is never simple. A woman may act loyal for months or even years. But only freedom reveals whether it's principle or performance." Watch carefully, because freedom doesn't create betrayal, it exposes it. Respect is not tested when you say yes, it's tested when you calmly say no. Too many men think endless agreement will buy affection, but it does the opposite. Women respect a man who stands firm. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." A man without the courage to refuse loses both respect and himself. Epictetus warned, "How long will you delay before you demand the best of yourself?" Boundaries define who you are. Imagine you're at dinner and she asks you to do something against your values. Lend money you know won't return, or cancel an important commitment. You look her in the eye and say, "No, can't." A woman with genuine respect may sulk at first, but deep down she feels safer because strength inspires trust. A woman with conditional respect will explode, manipulate, or punish you. That's not respect, it's transaction. Seneca said, "He who does not prevent a crime when he can, encourages it." In relationships, every time you cave, you teach her to lose respect for you. The more you fold, the less she values you. Think of a leader. The team doesn't admire the boss who agrees with every demand. They admire the one who makes tough calls and stands by them. A woman is no different. She respects the man who remains steady, even in the face of her storms. Respect is revealed when you say no. If she still honors you, then you found character. If she withdraws her respect, you found manipulation. And no love can survive without respect. Loyalty is not proven when she needs you, it's revealed when she no longer does. Many men confuse gratitude with devotion, believing that appreciation equals loyalty. But once the need disappears, the truth surfaces. Michael learned this the hard way. She leaned on him when life was tough, calling him daily, cherishing his support. But once her career and confidence returned, the warmth vanished. She wasn't loyal to him, only to her need for him. Epictetus taught, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Real loyalty is the same, isn't tied to what you provide, but to who you are. A woman rooted in values honors you even when she has nothing to gain. Think of a promotion at work. A colleague may treat you kindly when they rely on your help. But once they're independent, do they still respect you? If they vanish, it was never loyalty, only convenience. Relationships are no different, Seneca said. True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence on the future. A woman who respects you only when dependent is never truly loyal. But one who continues to value you in abundance, that's rare, that's real. The bottom line? Gratitude fades, but loyalty remains steady. When she no longer needs you and still honors you, that's gold in today's world. Calm waters hide everything. Chaos reveals the truth. Anyone can look loyal during good times, but pressure strips away the mask. Daniel thought he'd found a dream partner, supportive, kind, always saying the right words. But when he lost his job, the truth surfaced. At first, she said, "We'll get through this." Soon her tone changed. Small arguments grew, respect faded, and love turned into criticism. He didn't lose her in the storm. He discovered who she truly was. Marcus Aurelius said, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. A woman grounded in character may feel stress, but she won't let pressure turn into disrespect." Think of an argument test. You say no to an unreasonable request. If she lashes out with insults or manipulation, chaos has revealed entitlement. But if she disagrees respectfully, you've glimpsed real discipline. Seneca wrote, "Fire tests gold, adversity tests brave men. In the same way, adversity tests the bond." If she holds steady when life shakes, her loyalty is real. If she collapses into blame and cruelty, that's not stress, it's truth. Epictetus reminded, when we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. In relationships, that means seeing clearly. Don't excuse disrespect as passion. Pressure doesn't create character, it exposes it. Masks can charm you, words can seduce you, but silence, freedom, and chaos always reveal the truth. A woman's real self shows when no one is watching, when she no longer needs you, and when life shakes her foundations. Marcus Aurelius reminded, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The same power protects you in relationships by seeing clearly instead of chasing illusions. Too many men waste years blinded by sweet words or weekend highs. They confuse performance with principle. But as Seneca said, it is better to be despised for simplicity than to be tormented by wealth. Better to face an uncomfortable truth than live in a comforting lie. Think of friendships. A true friend shows loyalty even when distance grows or benefits fade. A false friend disappears once you're no longer useful. Relationships with women follow the same law. Patterns, not promises, reveal character. Epictetus wrote, "First say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do." As men, our role is to observe, to discern, and to act with clarity. If her actions and silence align with her words, honor her, she's rare. If not, accept it early and protect your peace. The final lesson is simple. Clarity is freedom. When you stop chasing illusions and start observing patterns, you not only protect your heart, you win back your peace. And peace, as Marcus Aurelius said, is the only prize worth fighting for.